This is Brandon, I'm Sarah, and of course, our beloved Aiko. Frustrated by the ever-increasing cost of living, we went out on a limb and left our traditional life on land behind. We built a new kind of dream together and now get to call this slice of paradise home. We're learning how to navigate this unique life off the grid and on the water, so grab a drink and join us for the ever-evolving adventure that is keeping afloat. The past few months have been host to some good hard work when it comes to our latest side hustle project, flipping a floating cabin. Well, figuratively that is. And after completing the electrical wiring last week, this week we kept the momentum going as we worked on finishing out the exterior. Our fresh paint job could only go so far with all the little things like the gable and fascia boards unfinished. And as we've rapidly been discovering, those little things are actually the things that make or break a finished product. So, with another pleasant weather window ahead, we decided we needed to shift our focus to these finishing touches. And I have to admit, in comparison to the big projects we've taken on, we anticipated these being rapid-fire quick fixes. But boy, were we wrong. We wound up spending more time on these little things than we did painting the entire house and refloating it, combined. Sometimes a smaller job doesn't mean an easier one. It might just mean a more tedious one. But as always, we're learning as we go and are happy to have you on board for the ride this week. Let's get right to it. Alrighty, just got done with work. Gonna head over and see what progress Brandon has made. Oh, hey, Aiko. Are you helping? You must have been helping. Good. Looks good, baby.
This was easy. We really need the nail gun because there's not a lot of studs in that to hit. Screw this in right, which we'll have to go back because I use screws and caulk all this before we paint. But you know, there's a batten that goes up.
Right.
And then a trim across the top. I still try to use all factory cuts on the bottom. But yeah, trying to get this 1-inch lap right here so the next board goes under here, meets flush, and hold this board is probably 100 and something. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It probably would have been easier if I could have helped. Well, good job. Did you take any videos? Okay, well, this is what you guys get then. You see the progress now.
To see how I got all that up there without nobody looking. We're gonna have to gap that a little bit. What happened? Everything went good till you broke the damn camera out.
Oh, yeah. I jinxed it, huh?
Yep.
That's why you didn't film anything.
Yep. I had to order a nail gun, so that won't be here till Wednesday. We're gonna screw it in. Probably not the best idea, but it ain't gonna hurt it. It'd be nice to have the nail gun.
Got some wind all of a sudden. So much better than the plywood. I can't wait to get it painted and have it all blend. Big improvement though.
That's good.
So Aiko procured herself a bone, which was a massive one. It wouldn't come back to the boat because she was spending so much time burying it, and now her dad just went and dug it up, poor baby. But also we kind of wanted to look at it because we were like, what animal did that come from? That is huge. I'm gonna reckon a deer, maybe like a femur. Oh yeah, that's definitely a deer. There's a hoof and all. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Coco. You don't need to be eating on no dead animals. Come on. It's like 7:30 in the morning, and this dog is about to make me climb up in the woods in my PJs and a puffy to peel her off of some rotting, dead animal carcass. She's gone back to the deer, I think, because she hasn't come back from her normal potty time. Like, she usually comes back in like 10, 15 minutes. She's been gone like half an hour, so I guarantee she's up there where that dead deer is, getting the rest of it since her dad took away her trophy from yesterday. There she is. Yup. Sure enough, look, she's got another piece of it. Ugh. It's like, how many times do you gotta throw up after picking on something in the woods before you think to yourself, maybe rotting animal carcasses aren't my best source of food? Like, why do dogs always go back to the things that make them sick? I don't get it. Bear, don't tell Dad, but I want you to bury that. Be satisfied, be done with it, and then don't go back there, okay? Gotta find the perfect spot. We could be here for hours. There? Nope, not there. After much deliberation, folks, we have got the spot. We satisfied? Okay, so basically what we got going on today is we're fixing up this, whatever you call that. We got a base of the lap siding, trim board top, trim board bottom, trim board underneath, which I know seems a little bit like overkill. We thought so too, but say it with me, Thelma knows best.
Except for the batteries. We need to charge all those batteries.
What do you think?
I think it's good. It's ready to be caulked and then all sand, caulked, and paint.
Tell everybody what you requested for dinner tonight.
Brownies.
Why?
Because there's no adults that live at my house.
Yes, no adults are home with us, so.
We have a famous saying in our house.
Yeah.
There are no adults here. But it's not.
Alright guys, despite there being no adults around, we did have a little bit more than brownies for dinner last night. And we are fueled up and ready to go for today. So we're going to be working on painting as well as sanding and, well, I guess in correct order, sanding, caulking, and painting the work that we've done the past 2 days. So can't wait to see how this just continues to transform the house and tie everything together. Let's get after it. Who is that, Bear? Is that Daddy? Is that Daddy? Yes, I know.
Well, I got a gal in old St. Louis, one in San Antonio. Come and get it while you can, for tomorrow I'll be gone. And my good gal sitting alone, she hollering her back, Daddy, Daddy, will you come in home?
All right, it's looking good. This bottom board gets the sailor's coat, the dark blue. We got most of the top down. We just moved the barge over so we could actually access this corner that we weren't quite able because it's not as wide as the house. But now time to caulk and paint that last corner and maybe get a second coat up. What say ye?
Paint and caulk. Caulk and then paint. Paint, caulk, caulk, paint.
It's the only thing that we know right now.
It's alright though. It's gotta be done.
Pretty day.
It matches the sky.
Yeah, it's gonna look so pretty in the summer. You can get the feel for it now with the sky and the reflection. It's just gonna blend in, but also pop. I love it. It's really grown on us in part thanks to y'all's encouragement. I think we're just like not color people, anything besides white, black, or tan makes us nervous, so we needed that encouragement. Thank you.
Oh, but why won't they let me be? I'm a high-stepping papa from way down Tennessee.
Well, we just lost a caulk gun. That sucks. Luckily we have two here, but I had it sitting on the top of that ladder that I was climbing up and down to use it from, and a boat went by in the wake and it just ricocheted conveniently in like this 6-inch gap right between the house and the barge, so that sucks, but comes with the territory, I guess. Despite the setback of only having one caulk gun, I guess we had hit a groove and found ourselves ahead of schedule, starting on the sailor's coat trim painting, which we had originally planned to start on the following day. And as it would turn out, that little head start would be much needed. Now I gotta go give Aiko a bath while Brandon runs that barge back. In addition to the whole deer fiasco, on her walk this morning, I saw her also roll in another dog's poop, so look at that. Some of the poop's still there. Ew! Bear? Aiko, you nasty. I love you, but you nasty. I'm sorry about this. Aiko hates baths. Like, hates baths. I'm not that sorry, though. We can snuggle after this. It's okay. It's okay. It's over. It's over. Oh, look at clean, baby.
She smells good.
Not like poop. Yes. You want to come inside? You're welcome to come inside now. We had one last hurrah with this infamous sailor's coat trim paint. Energized and ready to knock it out once and for all, we hit the ground running and started making quick progress getting the first coat on the many trim boards that we had cut and installed over the past few days. But before we even made it to the second coat, we found ourselves pretty fatigued physically. Cutting in trim is tedious enough as it is, but when you factor in doing it overhead and while on a ladder on a floating platform which is moving independently from the already moving platform that the trim is attached to, yeah, it's just exhausting, mentally and physically. But we did not want to have to wake up the next day with sore shoulders and necks and still have to do it all again. So we buckled down, and eventually, with 2 to 3 coats on everything, we called it a day.
The way we trimmed the house on the outside over there where the soffit and the header is, we trimmed it to match a sailor's coat. So the paint has a little more depth to it than just paint.
It is quite nautical. The way that we did the 2 boards, it looks kind of like stripes, which of course is very quintessential nautical look. Last but definitely not least this week, a project we have been exceptionally looking forward to, beefing up these columns. We have found that one of the cheapest and easiest ways to make an affordable house look much more expensive is by simply wrapping the columns. For some reason, these thin carport type columns seem to be quite common on older floating cabins around here. And we're of the opinion that just by wrapping them in 1x6s and staining them to match the dock, you can knock 15 years off the appearance of the house. Go all out and add in some little trim boxes on the top and bottom, and suddenly you've got yourself a floating Taj Mahal. Well, okay, maybe they don't take it quite that far, but there's no doubt about the fact that more substantial columns do take a house up a notch. So you like your new nail gun?
Yeah.
You finally got it in the mail. Decided that all that trim and fascia board was the last straw of not having one and needing one. even. 5 7/8.
I think it's good.
We felt like the wood was a bit too green to stain right away, which was a welcome sight actually, since we were frankly pretty ready to be done for the week. It was right in the nick of time too, as the storm clouds rolled in just as we were driving away. Every week we're so thrilled to see our vision of a cozy blue bungalow coming closer and closer to fruition. If you're enjoying following along with us, please do take a few seconds to give this video a thumbs up and leave us a comment with your thoughts. We read and appreciate every single comment that we get. Until next week, y'all.
Well, you don't see that every day.